Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Monday, October 14th, 2024. Let's find out what's going on the economic calendar today. As you can see, as session was non-event session, no data were published, medium or high important data. Of course, we still got the data from the Switzerland. PPI moves below the level of 0, which is below the forecast of 0.1% and worse than the previous reading of 0.2%, with the actual number of minus 0.1%. New loans in China are expected to be released at 10 o'clock. Then at 1 o'clock, OPEC monthly report is scheduled for release. Then we got only the release of the Fed Weller's speech at 9 o'clock, and at 11 o'clock, FOMC member Kashkari will give a speech as well. And that's about it for the Monday calendar. So without any further ado, let's switch to the technical part of this review, and we'll start with euro dollar. Alright, let's start with the euro dollar. So what do we have here is a deterioration lower towards the lows of the level of 1.0901. So that's the low for the wave Y and the whole structure, corrective structure here. Okay, and the low for the wave 4. Obviously, we got some bounce from this level. Let me just zoom in. We got the bounce from this level already. Bullish engulfing pattern, breakout above the 50 periods moving average, and the local technical resistance was tested at 1.0955. But still, there is no avail from bulls. They still can't break above this level, and the pullback lower was made. So right now, the euro dollar doesn't know where it wants to go. It should be going higher now because the potentially, of course, the corrective cycle has been completed. So we got the lows for the wave 4 made already. So if we break above the intraday technical resistance 1.0955, then the next target is located at 1.1003. So this is the level that we already know. This level was retested many times before, and that's why it's a short-term game changer for the euro dollar. Momentum remains weak. Momentum remains negative. There is still the level of 50 first to be tested. So right now the momentum is at the level of 41 points, and we need to break above the short-term resistance in order to test the level of 50 on the RSI, and then eventually enter the positive momentum where the bulls will be in charge of the market, at least in the short term. Now, euro dollar is done. The outlook is quite difficult right now to say, but the correction was done. Let's switch to the cable. What is cable doing? Well, it looks like the cable is now finishing the falling, the ending, the wedge formation, right? So that's a kind of a falling wedge, possibly made just as I've noticed here on this chart. The wedge has been developed in the negative RSI, during the negative momentum. So that's a good situation, and now the market is trying to complete this wedge, terminate it, and break to the upside. We are already above the 50 periods moving average, and we are heading towards the level of 1.3081. This is the intraday technical resistance. Any breakout above this level would likely mean that we broke out of the wedge and are heading towards the level of 1.3146, eventually even 1.3175. But for these two levels to be tested, we need to break into the positive territory above the level of 50 on the RSI. So the rally will be fueled with the positive strong momentum. So the major outlook here for the cable is bullish if we break out of the wedge. What is going on the US dollar to the Japanese yen? As you can see, we potentially completed the wave, of course, the wave 5. Our situation here might be a little bit different in terms of the Elliott wave count, because it looks like the wave 3 has been developed as a fully blown 5-wave impulsive structure. From the let me just remove the measurements of the, there you go. These measurements are no longer necessary because we potentially completed the 5-wave impulsive structure. Wave 1 is here, wave 2 is here, 1, 2, 3, 4, wave 5 in 3 waves is done, 5 waves in wave 3 are done, wave 4 correction, wave 5 beautiful movement here to the upside, new local high, new swing high on lower momentum. So the bearish divergence is here on a 4-hour chart, and then of course we got the first movement to the downside as the correction is taking place. Now the question remains whether this correction has been done or this movement to the downside is only the first leg of the correction, and we should see more very soon. Technical support is 148.10, then lows of the wave 4. Let me just move my add my level here for the wave 4. There you go, 147.34. So this technical support, and even the technical support here, 146.47, might act very nicely during the pullback, during the correction of the ABC correction or WYX or whatever. Any time of the any kind of a corrective cycle is good enough, and when the correction is done, the market should be ready to rally. Last of the major is US dollar to the Canadian dollar, and that situation is even more interesting because we got this movement here to the upside made on the daily time frame chart from the lows of 1.34. 19. We got the wave 1, wave 2. Let me just zoom in. Wave 1, wave 2, beautiful wave 3 with strong momentum to the upside towards the extremely overbought conditions, and the technical resistance at 1.3788 was hit, so that's possibly the top for the wave 3. Now we are waiting for the wave 4, and then of course wave 5 is next one in the cycle, targeting even the local swing high from the August 5th 2024, located at 1.3945. So this series of the green waves, green candles, looks like a very nice upside momentum resumption, and the situation in which the US dollar to the Canadian dollar is surging higher. So as you can see, US dollar is being bought all across the board, and the other markets and the other currencies are being sold. So the strong US dollar is now the key theme here on the markets. Now let's switch to the Bitcoin. And the Bitcoin made a breakout. Finally, the Bitcoin made a breakout just in early morning of the Monday. Over the weekend, we got the consolidation here, just below this trend line here, and then we went lower towards the 50 and 100 periods moving average on the 4-hour chart. Nice pin bar here, consolidation, and finally breakout, big massive candle, breakout candle above the trend line, above the weekend highs, hitting the 64,513 level. There is still some room to the upside here on the RSI. There are still some levels here to be tested, like 65,116. Then some kind of a pullback is expected, and another surge to the upside towards the swing high from the September 27, 2024, located at 66,440. 6. So when we break above this level, we should see the surge even higher towards the level of 70,000. The overall setup here looks very good, looks very impulsive, and we should see further development to the upside on the Bitcoin very soon. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.